Hi everybody, Karen Roby and Macy Barron here for Tech Republic. We're talking about Cisco's new data privacy report, and Macy put together an article for us. What are some of the key insights that came from this?
Sure, so there were 4 key takeaways from this report. So I talked to Robert Waitman of Cisco. What he told me was that people now are caring about their privacy more than they ever have, and they're taking more action than they have before. I mean, before the study was conducted, I think there was a consensus that people cared about their privacy to an extent, but weren't really doing much about it, which was shown just by the choices they're making online, the information they're divulging online. But now, I think because of a lot of the major breaches and the very public breaches that have occurred, like Equifax and like Cambridge Analytica, this is definitely changing for consumers. Another insight that was found was that privacy regulations like GDPR and the California Privacy Act, it's helping to build trust and facilitate innovation for companies. I think companies that do have a set privacy regulation almost help their employees set their mind at ease. There's some sort of comfort around privacy regulation, which was really interesting. A third one was that consumers really value the government's role in regulating their personal data. I think that's because they believe that if it's federally mandated, that these companies have to uphold these values, then they will.
Right, well, you feel helpless kind of.
Sure, because it's one thing if a company says, oh, sure, we're protecting your data, but are they? Right, but with government regulation, there's a little bit more of a guarantee, I think. Right. With the fourth insight was that, which is the root, I think, of all of this, is that consumers feel like they are unable to protect their personal data. And their biggest challenge is figuring out what companies are doing with their data. I mean, I think a lot of times, when we download an app on our phones, it says, certain information will be given to the app. We all kind of blindly just say, okay, and download the app. And we don't know what's happening with that. And so I think especially with personal information, with businesses, it's important to know where that information is going just based on all of these breaches.
Right, we just check boxes, you don't
exactly
really always read and understand it. So what does it say, though, do you think about the users and privacy in general?
It shows they're becoming more aware. I think that users are starting to wake up and realize, if other people aren't controlling my data, I need to, right? It's taking control of your own data, checking up on these companies, making sure these regulations are in place. And because the users are responding this way, I think that a lot of major change happens because of kind of public upheaval. I think we could actually see some tangible change with businesses, but only time will tell. But that's what the report seems to be kind of pointing toward.
Well, that's positive, I think.
I think so too.
We're moving in the right direction, that's for sure. All right, if you want to read more on the report in Macy's article, make sure you check out Tech Republic.